Folks, it's been a year since Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole had his 8.5 minute speech that basically said, "You're not listening. I'm going higher for longer." What happened after that is the mortgage industry, the real estate industry, the paid on commission went into a depression. We have seen transactions fall 40, 50%. What happened since then is jobs layoffs, rifts, cuts. But here's the deal. In my opinion, the mortgage industry is at the bottom, right? You can only cut so far. What's going to happen from here is the strong are going to get stronger and they're going to build out of this because it won't always be this way. But we have somebody that's in the business, and maybe I'm crazy. We'll talk to him about this. What's going on, Matt, the mortgage guy?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about it. And as always, I'm going to give you honest, raw feedback. Some people would probably accuse me of having, rose-colored glasses, always painting a rosy picture. In today's video, I'm still going to have an optimistic attitude, but I'm going to tell you the facts. The mortgage industry and the real estate industry, you look at mortgage applications at a 28-year low. Yep. You can't fake that. That's true. Nope. You look at, real estate transactions going sub 4 million. That means that per realtor, less deals are being done. Facts. 40% of loan originators that were licensed in 2021 no longer around. They're doing something else, right? And it's not over yet is something that I think most people don't understand. I was on a call this morning and some of the biggest, best mortgage companies, year plus into this mortgage industry recession, you call it depression, tough times is something we'll agree on. 1,500 people cut from guaranteed rate and cardinal mortgage. The fact that it's coming right now, is still pretty wild because, Q2 of last year, rates go up and some lenders see the writing on the wall, make cuts in Q3 and Q4. I talk to people every day, Mike, and it's pretty wild from an originator standpoint. Somebody trying to write loans, operational support is vital. And when they start going half time on processing and they start cutting, the HR department from 15 people to 4, that makes it harder to operate, right? And so the fact that it's happening now in August of 2023, when we're a year plus into this thing, just tells me like it's bad, right? If you cut down to the bare bones, Q4 of last year, Q1 of this year, like, what does this mean? Does this mean that
and you're cutting more? Yeah.
Right. Department is down to one person and like 700 people company wide got to talk to one person, HR. And so for me, I have rose colored glasses because I know that the way we operate is, the best of the best client experience. In the broker channel, we've got the best options for clients and all that. So I know we're going to survive. It doesn't mean it's not harder. It doesn't mean that the team's not working 4 times as hard for 75% of, past revenue numbers. But for a vast majority of companies and loan originators and everybody else who supports it, lights are being turned off. Companies are being shut down. And the ones that are still around are being dismantled from the inside out. To me, it's like, as much as it's going to help my business in the long term to have less people competing for business, I still have empathy for the human beings involved in these companies because, it's a tough time in residential real estate and everybody involved. If you're a title company, you're getting less contracts. If you're a real estate agent, you're doing less. Help you if you're trying to write insurance in some of these states. It's another one that is a little bit correlated with us. So we're going to be just fine. And there's companies out there like U-Mortgage that are growing, expanding, and getting better. But that doesn't mean that it's like that everywhere. And I understand it because I talk to these people day in and day out. If you're one of those people, or you're getting this message, you're like, man, I'm processing for this company. my advice to you is find a company that's doing things right now to win in 2024, 25, and 26. Because a lot of them, honestly, are just trying to keep the lights on, and the hope is not a strategy. Survive till 25. I've heard that term. I probably wouldn't hang my hat at a place that just said survive till 25. Being strategic about what we're going to do now to win business, but also, rates go down to 5.99%. More people are buying, refinances start happening. Like, you want to be in a position to scale. And that's where we're at. That's why I continue to stay positive, is because, we're doing what it takes to win today. We're also preparing to win tomorrow. Unfortunately, there's a lot of players that are just going to be out of the game.
Yeah. Again, I shared with folks that I believe August transactions, which will be reported on September 21st, 23, will be sub 4 million. I saw the mortgage demand this morning, 28-year low. I'm like, it's not only August, it's going to be September. We're going sub 4 million. But here's the deal, is 1981 taught us there is a bottoming, there is a floor. And I think we find it probably in September. I don't know where that floor is. Maybe it's 3.75 million transactions, because there's always going to be transactions. And then if you run an operation there, even if it takes us till next summer, and then we have a recession, rates go down, people refi this, the machine gets going again, you won't be in a depression forever. And I would argue you're closer to the end than the beginning, which has to feel good, because in the beginning it sucks. It sucks bad.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, what I tell people, which I think, should give them some hope and some optimism, is like, if you can operate in this market, if you can win in this market, you can win in any market. I've talked to a lot of people. I was managing a small business. I wasn't in mortgage during, the meltdown in the 2009, 10, 11 years, which were really tough. A lot of them are saying it's tougher in 23 than it was in 2010, which is saying something. So if you can operate a business in this space and, continue to keep the lights on in this environment, oh man, 2024, 2025, it's going to be great times. You just want to make sure that you're, on the right ship that's able to not only survive, but thrive, especially when things pick up, and, the ability to scale and all that stuff. So I'm excited about it. I feel bad for a lot of these companies that are.
I think you should be excited, because I've been with you now for almost 2 years, maybe a little bit over 2 years. You have a playlist on this channel. Yes, you've always been rose-colored glasses, which frankly, you're a business owner. You're supposed to be that way, or else you wouldn't be doing that. But if you go back and watch video number 1 from today, you're helping people get great deals, 20% off list price. You're getting seller credits and letting the buyer use it to their best advantage. If you keep focused on the buyer/investors through this next 6 to 9 months, which I'm sure will be tough, your reputation will be going to the moon, your business. It'll be fun to watch, and I hope to be just a little part of it.
Yeah. Hopefully people remember that I gave them advice for 2 years straight, not to refinance, right? Like,
right. Yeah. Don't do it.
I forego the easy money. I want long-term, right? I got my eye on the big picture. So if you want to connect with the team, we're more than happy to help. GreatMortgageBroker.com, licensed in 48 states. And, all markets are behaving different, but I'm excited about a lot of the markets that we're in, that we're going to see a lot of buyers win. But it all comes back to doing the work, like you talk about so much. Like, it's never been more important to do the work. So GreatMortgageBroker.com, connect with us.
There you go, buddy. Thanks again.